Hello everyone, I'm leaving Accenture after working here for 12 years. And today I would like to share with you the top 10 things I learned as a technology consultant. But before I begin, I would like to thank the doctors and nurses who are at the forefront of the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Without your bravery and sacrifice, we won't be able to save so many lives. I would also like to thank the essential businesses that are open during this crisis. Any hospitals, pharmacies, supermarkets, delivery services, the list goes on. Thank you for everything that you're doing for us. Now, without further ado, let's look at my list. Number one, mentorship. Throughout my career at Accenture, one of the most fundamental things that has helped me flourish is having mentors. When you are in an environment that keeps changing on a regular basis, it's really important that you have people who can coach and guide you. When you're struggling with something or you're stuck, you can always reach out to them and they will give you a fresh perspective and the much needed encouragement for you to go over the hump. I would like to thank my mentors, Danny, Corey, Sai, Jerome, and Kent. You guys had the greatest influence in my professional and personal life. I cannot thank you enough. Number two, decisiveness. When it comes to making decisions, you need to act quickly. That doesn't mean you need to make rash decisions, but calculated and logical ones. In consulting, you are working in a high-pressure environment due to the client expectations. And in order to meet those expectations, you need to make bold decisions and move on. I would like to thank my supervisors, Bo, Rob, Dan, Scott, Kristen, and Jeff. They showed me and also gave me the courage to be more decisive. Number three, leadership. This is probably the most important takeaway for me in this list. Throughout my career at Accenture, I've held numerous leadership and management roles. Dev lead, delivery lead, test lead, project manager, scrum master, just to name a few. The biggest difference between being a leader and a manager is that you need to lead by example. Instead of just blindly directing your team to get things done, you need to be both a strong leader and manager to get your team on board towards the vision of success. That's how you will have a successful team. I would like to thank my counselees, Balu, Dhiren, Ashutosh, and Prudvi. I hope I've been able to lead you guys in having a successful career thus far. Number four, solving complex problems. One of the main reasons our clients reach out to Accenture and other consulting firms is because they're looking for expertise. I've been lucky enough to be part of teams and projects that went on to solve really complex problems for our clients through the use of technology. I would like to thank my ICM family, Ashish, Arut, Arnold, Farhad, Fardi, Jan, Ron, Crystal, and Brenda. You guys showcase this quality on a daily basis. Thank you for everything that you do for Accenture and the practice. Number five, travel savvy. During my 12 years at Accenture, I've been staffed on out-of-town projects for 9 years. I would travel Monday through Thursday for almost every single week during the year. One of the biggest perks of working in consulting and traveling for business in general is that you can accumulate millions of reward points from airlines, hotels, taxis, Ubers, restaurants, and credit card companies. These redemption points have allowed me to have free vacations around the world. I've used my miles to upgrade to business class tickets. I've used my hotel points to stay at 5-star resorts. If I had to pay those out of my pocket, there's no way I could have afforded them. I know the credit card and point redemption game in and out. This is something that's going to help me for the foreseeable future in order to save tons of money. I would like to thank my Comcast team, Akanksha, Nivedita, Melanie, Minakshi, Shaurya, Amit, Madhu, Pat, Joe, and Gollum. I went to Philadelphia for 2 straight years for almost every single week, and every time you guys made sure that I had my time well spent. Before we move on to the next 5, I would like to share some pictures and memories with you guys. Let's take a look. Number 6, building client relationship. One of the biggest challenges we face in consulting on a daily basis is to keep our clients happy. We partner with them to solve their problems. Every single client account that I've been part of, I've invested a lot of time and effort in order to make sure that I build those trusting relationships. This not only ensures that Accenture's existing business stays healthy, but it also builds a bridge into bringing in new revenue from these relationships. I would like to thank every single client that I've worked with during my career at Accenture, including the ones at Verizon, Computer Associates, Sanofi Aventis, Rogers Telecom, Best Buy, Microsoft, EMC Dell, Comcast, Nationwide Insurance, AT&T, and Cricket Wireless. Thank you for partnering with us. Number 7, being more organized. This is probably the one that has helped me the most in my personal life. I've done activities like creating subfolders for my emails, color coding my meeting invites. Whenever I would name a file or a folder, I would structure them with either a name, a date, or a naming convention. All of these small little things have made my professional life being organized much better, and they translated into my personal life and made it seem less chaotic. Even if you bring a little bit of organization into your daily routines, you will reap the benefits for much longer. I would like to thank my 2 teams that I work with at Cricket Wireless, starting off with the Calendars Commissions team, Felicia, Junar, Govind, Shrikant, Tim, and Kenneth, and my Abby team, Anay, Chandra, Moli, Pramod B, Pramod E, Naveen M, Naveen G, Amber, Jerry, Abhishek, Mohan, and Tej. Thank you guys for making sure that I stayed organized so that we could meet our client deadlines. Number 8, prioritize activities. In a corporate environment, not just in consulting, we are supposed to be working on multiple things at a time. It's really important that you keep your focus on one thing at a time by making sure you follow some guidelines of prioritization. When it comes to prioritizing my daily, weekly, and monthly activities, I use 2 criteria. Number 1, the urgency of the task. Number 2, the impact of that task after completion. These 2 criteria have helped me in making sure that I can complete high quality work in an efficient manner. I would like to thank my Nationwide Insurance team of Vijay, Lena, Naga, Sunil, Elena, and Anupam. While I was on that project, we all had to work on multiple different things, and you guys helped me a lot in making sure that I prioritize my activities so that we can meet our client commitments. Thank you for that. Number 9, better communication skills. Proper communication is key when it comes to getting things done and making sure it's done on a timely fashion. Whether it's an email or a chat message or a PowerPoint deck or a casual conversation that you're having in the office, it needs to be properly communicated. In technology consulting, we are required to take functional requirements provided by the client in plain English and then work with our team in order to come up with a technical solution. We also need the ability to explain those technical solutions back to our clients in plain English so that they have a better understanding. Any type of miscommunication will put the deliverable at risk. I would like to thank my Salesforce/SPM team, Lara, Anthony, Ed, Todd, Paul, and Ryan. Best of luck in growing our portfolio further. Last but not least, number 10, keep challenging yourself. Never stop to learn and grow in whatever you're doing. The world around you is always changing. You either need to keep up or stay ahead of the curve. In Accenture, the biggest encouragement that I got from anyone to keep growing and learning is from my best buddy, Parminder. Parm and I have experienced it all together. He has been with me during my highest highs and lowest lows. Thank you, Parm, for everything that you have done for me. And that was my top 10 takeaways from Accenture. If I did not mention you during the video, I apologize. If you have ever worked with me, please know that you've had an influence on who I am today. Accenture was my first family and it will always be my home. Although I am sad to be leaving, I am excited for my next chapter in a different place, environment, and industry. Please stay in touch. I'm leaving my personal email and LinkedIn profile in the descriptions below. As we continue to deal with this crisis, make sure to stay safe, take care of family, friends, and wash your hands on a regular basis. Keep listening to the directions you'll be provided by CDC, WHO, and your state leadership. It will all get better soon. Take care and goodbye.